on the first lap if the cars are going all over the place like they can do here.
You know, we talk about a record race pace. Honestly, I think we could set a record for lead changes, especially the way we saw those two cars. They were talking about it in the pre-race, being able to hook up and pick up 8-10 miles per hour by themselves, nose to tail.
And I don't want to hammer about wrecks all the time. I know we talk about it all the time when we come here. It's great racing as well. But on the driver's mind is staying out of trouble, not wrecking.
We may see some single-file freight train parade-style racing for a while. But not for long.
You have to do that, Mike.
Yep.
Your heart, you heard him talk about a heart monitor in the car. Your heart won't take 188 laps of intense racing around here like it gets. You got to take a little break somewhere along the way.
Well, folks, watch and enjoy these first 187 laps. But remember, 16 Talladega races, including 5 of the last 9, were decided by a pass on the last lap.
What you don't want to have happen is to be standing by the water cooler in the morning and somebody says, "You see what happened at Talladega?"
All right, fellas, here we go.
BW, she's the biggest, she's the baddest, and she's the boldest, and she is the fastest. Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time.
Thank you there, crew chief. Appreciate it very much. I'm sitting on ready. I'm sort of jacked up for this thing. I'm ready to go. Pull this field down as I come down here to get the green. Waiting on the flagman. Green flag in the air. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing Talladega style, boys.
Drive into the lead. Kevin Harvick shoved him there.
Jamie McMurray in that one car talked to him there under the pace laps. He did not come up to speed.
Don't get too concerned just yet. Might be falling to the rear on purpose.
Who will lead the first lap? Remember, the start-finish line is not in the middle of the tri-oval. Here, it's all the way down past the exit of pit road. KB, Kyle Busch with an assist from Jeff Burton leads lap 1.
They're going to jump right down in front of Matt Kenseth in that 17 car, as well as Kevin Harvick in the 29. In fact, the front 6 nose to tail at the bottom of the track.
And automatically, as soon as that green flag came out, you know what you're looking for? Somebody to work with. Somebody to love.
We believe that both the Earnhardt Ganassi cars, Jamie McMurray and Juan Pablo Montoya, dropped toward the back on the initial start.
It just wouldn't surprise me, Mike. It wouldn't surprise me to see several guys do that because of that. What we talked about early on, this wad of cars right here, don't want anything to go wrong early in the race.
Teammates on the high side, the orange car Logano, Denny Hamlin pushing him all the way up to 6th place from mid-pack.
And I mean, when you look at this wad of cars, yeah, this racetrack is wide enough for about 5 wide, but all it takes is one of those guys, one of those drivers, to bobble a little bit, and that's what causes the big one.
Here's the phenomenon that we see at Talladega that we haven't seen for, I don't know, ever up to the last couple of years. Look at those 2 cars on the outside.
The 2-car tango, 2 cars working together can be faster than the entire pack.
Just look at right there. Joey Logano, the 20, 190 miles an hour, where the pack was running in the mid to high 180s.
And you'll see that'll happen all day long. Remember in the pre-race show, we talked about timing. You want to figure out when to get that 2-car thing going more for the end of the race. You're working on it from the beginning.
Here they come from out of the middle. Kenseth with Harvick, and now Kenseth alone can't get all the way to the lead because of Logano and Hamlin. 33 cars in this lead pack.
And that 2-car thing, Mike, took a lot of guys by surprise a year or so ago. Now they know it works. Now they anticipate it. Now they try to get involved in that. You see what happens when they break up.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin backed all the way into Dale Jr. just because the 2 outside and inside lines converge, close up on them, the middle lane, nowhere to go.
You get caught in the sucker hole, that middle hole there where you see Logano in the 20 car. you can make a little progress there, but boy, it's treacherous.
Now these two cars coming to the start-finish line now, Matt Kenseth in the 17, Harvick in the 29, they've been locked together since the drop of the green flag.
5 cars out of the middle, trying to break away with one on the bottom. And they just cannot get away from this pack unless they are 2 by 2. That 2-car tango out front, we're going to see a lot of that today.
Let's find out and see what's happening with the 1 and the 42 down there in the pits. What do you guys know?
DW heard Jamie Max say early on that he was going to try to play it conservative. That's a strategy that Kevin Mannion told me earlier this morning. They're going to play it conservative for the first half, and it's great that they have a good company teammate, as in the 42 of Juan Pablo. They were going to try to work together.
The bad thing is they're a quarter of a lap or more behind in 42nd spot. Harvick looking for the lead. He wants to lead a lap, and he will.
Well, those two guys had enough lead. They could swap and let each other lead another lap. But back-to-back Murray and Montoya, what I don't like, the leaders are running 48 80s and 90s. Montoya and McMurray, 51 50s.
Yeah, that grouping up like that only works when you have the draft of the big pack. Once you fall the back, your 3 or 4 cars just can't keep up with the draft of that big pack.